Hey, it's Craig Hemingway, Communications Manager for the City of Moose Jaw, and welcome to another Notorious Jawcast, the official podcast and videocast of the City of Moose Jaw, Canada's most notorious city. Holiday season is about here as we record this on December 21st, and lots to pack in. We're going to talk to you about holiday recycling, what can and can't be recycled, what's naughty, what's nice for your blue bin during the holiday season. That's on the way. First, a few things we want to tell you about. Exciting news, first of all, the outdoor rinks. Most of them are open as of today, and the full list can be found with the link at moosejaw.ca. Also, Croak-A-Curl, ready to go. The Croak-A-Curl rink by the Kinsman Sportsplex, ready to go for the holiday season, and you can start to make your bookings by using the online recreation registration link at moosejaw.ca or the free City of Moose Jaw app. And as the kids get off school, there's lots to do at City of Moose Jaw facilities. Not just outdoors, of course, at the rinks or Croak-A-Curl, but indoors as well at Yara Center and the Kinsman Sportsplex and Playmore Palace. Lots of skating, lots of swimming, lots of different fitness activities, classes, and a whole bunch more that you can find and make your bookings. Again, we just talked about the online recreation registration link. That's the button you need to find out all the details on all the hours and availabilities for all that recreational fun for you and the family over the holiday season. Lots to do here in the City of Moose Jaw. And of course, with New Year's Eve approaching, and if you want to head out on the town in Moose Jaw to celebrate the ringing in of 2022, you can get a free ride on Moose Jaw Transit. Wing in the new year with the City of Moose Jaw and SGI and a number of local partners. Very proud to bring this back again this year. And our transit service is running our regular routes and a few ones we've added to take advantage of some of the things that might be happening up and down Main Street in Moose Jaw. If you're taking part in any fun stuff at any of those establishments, don't drink and drive. Get a free, safe ride home with City of Moose Jaw Transit, and you can find all the details online, moosejaw.ca/transit. Wing in the new year, back for another year. Now to talk about the naughty and nice list for what can and can't go in your blue recycling bin for the holiday season. Let's check in with our Utilities Supervisor for Environmental Services for the City of Moose Jaw, Jesse Watamanuk. Jesse, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Craig.
It's always a treat, and I always just think at this time of year, Jesse, you just should be, dyeing your lush beard white, just to, just to.
I do get looks. Season. I do get looks. I'll be honest. When kids see me, they're like, "That's not Santa. It's not a white beard."
maybe his son.
Yeah,
it'll go gray here in a few years.
Someday I'll be able to play the part.
That's right. Well, listen, we wanted to have this conversation. Of course, this year, City of Moose Jaw launched our Let's Talk Trash campaign, and we've got the website, moosejaw.ca/Let's Talk Trash, that talks about a whole lot of things with environmental services at the City of Moose Jaw and our landfill. And of course, what can and can't be recycled, what belongs in the green bin for trash, what belongs in the blue bin for recycling. And with the holiday season here, there are a number of things that are in line with a lot of those items, holiday versions of them in some cases. Yep. And we wanted to have that discussion to make sure that we were clear about what should be and shouldn't be going in your green waste bin. So, Jesse, I guess let's maybe start with wrapping paper is a big one and a misconception, because it seems like, well, it's paper. It should be recyclable, but it's a little more complex than that.
Yeah, so you may notice other communities, it kind of varies center to center, but in the Moose Jaw single waste stream recycling, we currently do not accept wrapping paper. That being said, wrapping paper can come with certain coatings on it, films, and that whatnot. They can have foil in them, can have excess of tape on it. That all contaminates the recycling stream, so we don't want to see that stuff in there. So yeah, that's why our community is a little different than you may see in other communities where they do accept wrapping paper. We want to try to keep our recycling, our single stream recycling, as clean as possible.
Right. Of course, in the Let's Talk Trash material, in the no list, of course, is, plastic packaging, whether it's clamshell packaging that food can come in, berries, those sorts of things, and also
Like
some of that other hard plastic packaging that doesn't have a recycling symbol on it. And when it comes to the holidays, you've got a great example right there.
there's ornament packaging, this kind of stuff, thin plastics, no recycling symbols on it at all, and it really falls into that clamshell packaging, which we cannot process in our single stream. So
Right, and of course, if any of those ornaments in there were to break, that's also garbage.
yeah, no, we
That's
don't
not
want that
glass.
in
Not
there. That's
glass you can recycle. That's a different
absolutely,
material.
we want that stuff that'd be waste. Same with ornaments themselves, whether they're glass or plastic. Not a recyclable stream, not recyclable in our recycle stream. Sorry.
Yeah, but of course, reminder, when there's cardboard material that comes with those toys or what have you. Again, as long as it's clean cardboard and doesn't have either plastic or metal things attached to it,
Tabs and
or
stuff. Yeah.
tabs, or if it's gets soiled for some reason, then it's in the trash. But if it's just clean cardboard, that can be recycled, right?
Yeah, I know most people, they'll get toys for their kids or something for their kids, and it comes with, it's cardboard, plastic that's fused to it. You got little tabs fused to it, metal clips, you name it, twist ties, all that stuff. Try to take all that off before recycling that cardboard, because it will still be
An
acceptable as
hour, an hour
cardboard, but
later,
it's
an
got
hour
to.
later, it's ready for the recycle bin.
Essentially, yes. There's
Well,
some
it can
prep
be
work that we need.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, yeah, it can be frustrating, a little time consuming, but if you want to recycle it, those are the things that need to be done. The cardboard does have to be clean for sure before you fire it into the blue recycling bin. What about styrofoam? A lot of those items come with those big chunks of white styrofoam.
Yeah, so we want to get that stuff into the waste carts, because that is not recyclable, Craig. And there you may see alternative to styrofoam packaging. A lot of the time, that'll end up being waste as well. It just depends on what it is. Like if it's cardboard, absolutely still fine, but you'll see boxy board kind of things. If it's coated in wax or anything, or doesn't have a recycling symbol, it's got to go in the waste cart.
Yeah, we can, of course, we can recycle aluminum cans provided that they're cleaned out.
Yeah.
Does that apply to those aluminum, candy tins that are popular this time of year?
Absolutely. So aluminum or tin cans are still acceptable. Those candy tins would still be acceptable to be put in there. It's all valuable metal, so I mean they'll be able to recycle that.
Right. Yeah. Again, as long as they're clean, and
Yeah.
of course, things like bows and are not recyclable. Of
Yes,
course,
that's
bows go in the garbage if you're not going to try and recycle them for another year to use them again next year.
yeah.
Um,
Textiles, Craig, fabric when those bows are tied up, or Christmas wreaths, or there's lots of things that could end up in the recycling stream that shouldn't be there. Those should be in the waste stream.
what about gift bags?
Gift bags, it depends. Like it depends, I guess. Like if it's a paper gift bag with paper handles and stuff, absolutely goes into the recycling. If it's got that plastic coating, no, that's waste. So
Anything glossy looking is
yes,
goes in the garbage.
it's best safe to be in the garbage. It's a safe bet.
Well, we've got, of course, the full list of what can and can't be recycled at moosejaw.ca/Let's Talk Trash. We also have the Let's Talk Trash button on our free City Moose Jaw app, which again takes you to all of that content and the videos that with our friends Bryce and Akina explaining a lot of this stuff. They did a great job. Those are also up on the site as well. Another thing to talk about, and we had this come up just a couple months back, is fog, fats, oils, and greases. And we had a situation where a mass of fog was clogging up one of our sewer lines. And so as we start to hit the season of gravy,
Yes.
and
Trimming,
which
stuffing.
most of us enjoy quite a bit, and all the trimmings for a Christmas meal, a reminder that anything that's a fat or an oil or a grease, don't put it down the drain or flush it down the toilet, right?
That includes one of my favorite things, butter. I put butter on everything. I feel you got to be careful with that as well. My recommendation to people would be let it cool, let it harden, wipe it out of the pan, wipe it off the plate with a piece of paper towel or something, and then right into the waste bin. And that's one of the easiest ways to keep that from entering the sanitary sewer system and causing, main blockages that can affect, and residential blockages that can affect you, your family during, the holiday season.
And how do you handle? Because again, so let's say you've got a pan, whether it's from bacon or something else. You've done all that. You've done all the scraping and the wiping.
Yep.
You're still gonna have some of that residue, and then you want to wash your dish. At that point, just make sure you're using a good amount of detergent to break it
Yeah,
up.
as much as you can. A dish soap of some kind. Try to get as much of it off the solids that you can. There's still going to be some residual left. We're trying to minimize it. That's what we're doing. We're not going to be able to eliminate it entirely, but we're trying to minimize what goes into the sanitary system.
Okay. Anything else to do with fog? It's pretty much that simple, isn't it? Just don't put it in the garbage.
Don't put
Don't
it to the
flush it or
drain.
put it in a drain. Yeah.
Don't flush it or put it to drain, and put it into the waste cart or into the waste bin. Would be the easiest thing to do, and it'll save a lot of headaches for like yourself as a homeowner, because it's not just the city's plumbing, the city's network that we're focused on. It's also that internal plumbing and stuff that can cause havoc, and nobody wants to have a backup on Christmas Day where you have guests over and you have company over, and all of a sudden you can't use your own facilities. So.
That's a great point. And finally, real Christmas trees. We do have a program where people can drop those off, and we turn them into mulch and those things for city owned land. Can you give us a heads up as to when that will start?
Yeah, so it's typically middle of January. I don't have a date set yet, but we usually wait till middle of January to start collection of that and for drop off. So the drop off depot is open a little earlier than the middle of January. The drop off depot will be open right after Christmas for people that want to get that Christmas tree out of their house and get their decorations down and tidy it up and to kind of prepare for the winter ahead.
So yeah, and the drop off point, if I can say that correctly, is just west of Yara Center, right by the bike
Yes.
park, right?
Absolutely, Craig. It's just on the west end of High Street here, just west of the Yara Center in the bike parking lot. We set up an area where people can drop off their Christmas trees, clean of ornaments, tinsel, all that stuff. We don't want any of that on there. They got to be clean so we can mulch them and turn them into a usable material for our parks and our green spaces.
Okay. Jesse Watamanuk, Utility Supervisor for Environmental Services for the City of Moose Jaw. Anything we've missed?
I think that covers a lot of it, Craig. I mean, yeah, we're all hoping for a nice, healthy, happy holiday season coming up here. So
Okay. Well, all the best to you and your family, and thanks for your time.
no problem to you, Craig. I wish you the happiest of holidays.